HBO's Harry Potter feels doomed from the start.
With Snape's casting rumors falling apart.
The release is distant, the outlook is bleak.
Fans grow more weary with each passing week.
Yeah, so this is an interesting thing. So I want to be very clear up front before we discuss this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is not confirmed. This is simply being put out by a lot of different sources, so it's definitely something we want to keep an eye on, but it is not 100% confirmed. So I'm making that very clear right up ahead that we don't know for certain if this is going to happen, and hopefully it doesn't, because this is not how you do this.
No. If anything, the most likely scenario is that this is just rage bait and engagement farming, because J.K. Rowling has final say in casting, right? Because she's an executive producer and is making sure that everything stays faithful to the books. So casting this guy as Snape is very unlikely to happen, because Snape is very distinctly described as pale, very Caucasian pale.
Let's imagine for a minute that this was true. Why do you think they released this information first? Well, it's because, as my wife even said, it's rage bait. They're trying to get people angry. And here's the thing. This person, I think his name is Paapa Essiedu. I'm probably mispronouncing it. I've been told he's a pretty decent actor. So I'm sure he would do a great job in the role. The problem is there is no reason to do this change. If you could justify it, right? I still may not agree, but at least you would have a reason. There is no justification for this change.
Nope.
There's none.
Not at
You
all.
do not need to do it.
The only reason they would be because they can for a diversity insert. When there are plenty of diverse characters in the Harry Potter series. Cho Chang, the Patil twins, Lee Jordan, Angelina Johnson, Dean Thomas. Need I go on?
Yeah, it's basically, if this is true, I already said this on Twitter, and I mean it, if this is true, I'm not watching the show. Now, to be fair, I wasn't really that interested in watching the show to begin with. I thought it was a cool idea, and I watched it more for peeves than anything. If this is just, there's no reason to do this. If you're going to reboot Harry Potter, fine. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it correctly. If you're going to reboot it, you have to have a reason. If you're going to make it a diverse and inclusive Harry Potter, then here's an idea. Make a show set within the Harry Potter universe that doesn't involve the characters that are in the Harry Potter universe. Make a whole different story. I'm sure there are plenty of other schools. Do whatever you want. Go crazy.
Yeah, there are a bunch of other schools. It's called the Wizarding World for a reason.
Yeah, there's no reason to make this change unless you're just trying to make something that it's not. And if it's, again, if this is true, I want to make very clear, as I said in the beginning, we do not know if this is true. This is a rumor.
I seriously doubt it is true because J.K. Rowling has final say. I did also hear that they're going to be looking for kids closer to the ages of the characters, and as well as like teachers and stuff. So
there's conflicting messaging out there about like the accuracy and stuff like this. So this does kind of stand out like a sore thumb. However, I think that you're putting a little bit too much faith in J.K. Rowling. Keep in mind, there's only one thing that J.K. Rowling disagrees with these people on, and that's it. Like, she did make Hermione black for the cursed child. So
really, I thought that was just a casting choice.
I believe, from what I remember reading somewhere, that it was her, that she did say it, and she tried to like back it up or whatever at the very least. Look, it would not surprise me if this was true, but we're hearing very conflicting messages. So for now, it is simply a rumor, and we do not know if it is true. But hearing this does not make me have high hopes for the show. And to be fair, I didn't really have high hopes for the show. I was kind of hoping that maybe if we're going to do a show, we could do it right. If that's not the case, if there's something significant changed, like Snape, for example, I'm out. There's not even any reason for me to watch this to begin with. You need to sell me on this by making it so accurate to the books that I want to watch it. If you can't do that, there's little reason for me to watch it, even if they did it perfectly correct, but they like changed a bunch of things that happened. It wouldn't be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, though, the casting that they should be doing for Snape, best casting is Adam Driver.
I agree. But obviously, a lot of people have been saying that, and I will bring up something that people don't really seem to get. If Adam Driver were to do this, which would be a great casting, It would be a 7-year commitment. So, I mean, that's kind of a lot,
True.
you know? So
True.
it might not be something that he's open to because he might have other things on his plate, and that's totally fair.
It's completely possible. But I'm just saying, look-wise, him or Keanu Reeves. But they'd never be able to get Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves that would not work.
No, maybe
That would
not. You're
work.
right. He might work for Sirius Black, though.
That I can maybe see.
Like the video, break the algorithm spell, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure.